Hello, welcome to Harrow Park Model Railway. Today we're looking at the rocket locomotive. I've just got it running at full speed so that it heats up and I can see the smoke. Yeah, the smoke coming out now. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but smoke is coming out the chimney. Quite a bit actually. Very good. There's the Sooth smoke unit. I'll just stop that now. It actually burnt trying to testing the smoke unit. It gets very hot and actually burnt my fingers on the initial test. So the one that I'll just put it back on the rails. That's come off. I can't put that back on. Where did I put my glasses? Yeah. So this is the 1963 version. It's easily identifiable because it's got black tires on the wheels. The it's got Triang written on the bottom, whereas this one, the one at the front here, is the Hornby from 1982. But I'll actually be running the early Triang one. Between these two models, there's about 20 years. One came out in 1963, the one on the track, and the one at the front here came out in 1982 as a presentation pack. I've got 5 carriages on there at the moment. The rear two, let's get them into view. The two at the rear, the yellow plastic is slightly darker. It's more like a yellow orange. And that's got silver plated wheels, which means that's from the 1982 presentation pack. The first 3 coaches with black plastic wheels, and the plastic is slightly lighter shade. You can also see the shade difference with the tender as well. I'll put that there. So, the Triang one is a lot lighter, whereas the Hornby one from 1982 is a lot darker. Right. And the one at the front here, I built that one myself about 40 years ago. That's an Airfix model. Same locomotive, but it's Airfix. Right, I'm going to run this round a couple of times. So you'd like to see, oh, I've got it set too fast really. I'll slower it down a bit. Now it's coming into view again. There it is. It wants to go a bit faster. Now, I've done it the test track today because I've done a complete rebuild of my layout, and there's nothing running on there at the moment because I've got no electrics installed. I'm still laying the track. So that's why I chose the Rocket, because we could do that, put that one on the test track, and hopefully next week we'll have something running on the main layout again. I'm going to bring it round to a stop. Yep. It says on the bottom the R number R6. Oh, just burnt my fingers again. It's very, oh, it is hot. I'll just have a look a minute. Yeah, it says on the bottom Triang. It's got the black wheels. It says Triang, and this one that one says Wait a minute. Nothing. Oh yes, it does. Hornby. So this one says Hornby. That's got silver wheels. So it's the later version. I've got a problem with the connecting rod. I have to connect that back on again. That's why I didn't run that one. And this one's the Triang one. Some minor differences. So that was the Rocket. And then see if I can hold that up. The one on the left is Triang, and the one on the right is Hornby. 20 years apart, but identical in manufacture. In fact, the later one is actually got the boards picked out in black lines around the edges, whereas on the Triang one it's left blank. I've got the different carriages here, dispatch times and experience. I do have a third Hornby version. I've got here dispatch and times. I've got a third one, but it's missing a roof. So I'm looking for a roof, and then I'd have six carriages. So that's the Rocket. Now I'm going to take you to the actual the new layout, so you can see how far I've got on that. So a week ago I was still using the old layout, but I'd actually had quite a few imperfections. I had trouble with some of the electrics. I was running two systems on the same track, which worked, but it just made the wiring more complicated. And with the amount of points that I had, was also making it more complicated. I had about 80 points on there at one point, and it was just difficult to keep a track of which switch was where. It became a hard job to send a train around, because I had to work out where the hell was all the different points and where was all the different switches. And so I've made it more amenable now with just 16 points on there, and the track is a lot less complicated, and if it's less complicated, then there's less things that can go wrong. I like the layout as it is now. I've swapped the Märklin track for Hornby 00, and I only had a small section of Hornby 00, but I've had a parcel come today, so we're going to open that up in a minute. I'm going to see what's in there from eBay. Okay, that's the layout as it is at the moment. Taking out the wiring, and I also painted the table. I've decided to go for scenic, whereas before it was more a toy train layout, and I've gone for scenic now. I've done the ballasting, but I've done it in such a way that where I'm sitting and I'm operating the controls, I can't see much more than about 6 foot fine detail when I'm really looking at fine detail from where I'm sitting. So I've done the ballast as far as I can see, so about 6 foot, 7 foot from my seat, which means that the rest of the return track on the back row and the ones in the right down at the bottom where it goes across, I haven't got any ballasting there, because I thought, what's the point? Because I can't see it anyway when I'm sat down running the trains. And over here I've put I'll just spin around now. I've put the turntable there. There's a little barrier. And over here I've put like a fiddle yard with 5 tracks. I didn't have to really put the barrier there, but I had it and it works, so it can go on the layout. And then down here I've got on the left is Hornby 00, and therefore they've got the Hornby 00 station, and on the right is Triang, and therefore they've got the Triang layout. The Triang track at the front is Super 4, because I think Super 4's it's got nice sleepers on it. They're authentically placed sleepers, as opposed to the back row where I've got some standard track and Series 3. Series 3 track. Series 3, the spacings were far too wide for the tracks. It looked more like narrow gauge. Okay, so that's the layout. I've been working on it about 12 hours a day for the last 7 days. And I'm hoping that by the time I do the next video next week, that I've actually got some wiring done so that we can see something running on it. Now we're going to go back to the table, and I'm going to open up the parcel that I got from eBay. Hello, welcome to the workbench again. Right. I'm going to open this box up. It arrived lunchtime, and I decided to wait until I actually do the filming so that I could open it up in front of the camera. Just a moment. It should be Hornby 00 track. So let's see what we got here. I'm seeing it for the first time as well. Well, it's well packed. Right. Please do not open. Oh, that's just packaging. Environmental friendly packaging. Never seen that before. Okay. There we come to the track. Now on German eBay, I was looking for some Hornby 00 track to complete my layout, and it was usually like 1 or 2 items for about £10. There was one item somebody wanted £9.99 for a single straight, and I wasn't going to pay that much money for it. And but then I saw this offer here for all this track in this box for £40, well €40, so it's about £35. That's how much I've paid for all this. Now we'll see what we got. I don't know what's going to come out of this. Wow. I don't have a crossover yet. So there's a nice crossover. In fact, I've never seen diamond crossing. I've never seen one before. Not in the hand anyway. So we got that. And then we got straights are always useful. I need about 10 or so to complete my layout. So there's a number of straights there. So I'll put them to one side. What we've got here? Oh, a short piece of track for the power connector. That's useful because I've got several that are the full length ones, and that might fit in with the other ones don't. Some more straights. Oh, and a quarter curve. That's useful. What's the date on the newspaper? 28th to the 30th of March. So, okay. Oh, more straights. another quarter curve, and it's a very unusual version of the decoupler, one without the little handle to raise the platform. Okay, I've never seen that version of it before. I haven't got much room here to some more of this packaging. I might even keep them. It's useful packaging if I want to send something away myself. Right. Some more track. Right, what we got now? This looks like curves, yes. I've got plenty of curves. It was straights I really needed, but curves can be useful. Oh, this is the really wide radius curves. They're actually longer than the others for a wider. So if you do it 2 rails and right, what we got here? No, there's still lots more. I think for £35, I think I've got quite a lot here, really. So it's got scenic sort of plaster on there, probably placed in a tunnel or something. Right, there's more curves, half straights, and the last one, half curves. In fact, I needed at least 2 of those to complete the layout that I'm doing, and the straights I needed. So that's quite a bit. There's about 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about 70 pieces of track. And I think 70 pieces of track for £35. That's what, about 50p each. Okay then. So that was that. That means I'm going to be able to finish laying my layout on my track, and next week I'll have the new layout running, at least that I can have something running around for the next video. So put that away, just down there on the ground. Right, and if I just put this track, I'll just put this track to one side. I think we can finish the video with the rocket going around again. That's smoking. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so this is Bill saying bye bye, and I'll catch you again next week with something new. Bye bye.